Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello my friends, my name is Diannisa Divanauli and I want to present about phonology manners of articulation. So, the first is nasal. Nasal consonants are created when you completely block airflow through your mouth and let the air pass through your nose. For the example, mat, clam. So, in this word, the oral passage is blocked by closing the lips. It's called bilabial. And the next is no, and man. The oral passage is blocked by pressing tongue tip against the alveolar ridge. It's called alveolar. And the last example is going, and funk. The oral passage is blocked by pressing the back of your tongue against the soft palate. It is called velar. And the next one is stop. Stop consonants occur when the vocal tract is closed by completely, but for stops the airflow is not redirected through the nose. Instead, the air quickly builds up pressure behind the articulators and then releases in bursts. For the example, purse, back. So here, oral passage is blocked by closing the lips. It's called bilabial. The next example is tap, the tip. The oral passage is blocked by pressing the tongue tip against the alveolar ridge. It is called alveolar. And the last one is kite, good. We block airflow with the back of the tongue against the soft palate. It is called velar. The next one is fricative. Fricative sounds involve only partial blockage of the vocal tract so that air has to be forced through a narrow channel. For example, you create a t-stop consonant when you block airflow completely with your tongue against the alveolar ridge. But if you let up with the tongue a bit and let the air seep through, you make a fricative consonant. For example, fro, vine. We force the air through the upper teeth and lower lip. The next example, thick and the. We force the air through the upper teeth and tongue. The next example is sweet, z. So here we force the air through the tongue and alveolar ridge. And the last one is short and fission. We force the air through the tongue and point just beyond alveolar ridge. And the last one is happy and hope. Actually, H isn't a fricative, but it's technically not even a real consonant sound since there's no constriction or obstruction of airflow. Next one is affricate. Affricate consonant starts as stop sounds with air building up behind an articulator which then releases through a narrow channel as a fricative instead of a clean burst as stops do. Both of them we have the air that is blocked with tongue just beyond the alveolar ridge, then release a fricative. For example, chick, match, jam, batch. It is called post-alveolar. The next one is approximants. Approximants are when two articulators come close together but not quite close enough to create air turbulence. Example, wat, Howard. Back of tongues raises to volume, but not too close, and lips are rounded. It is called velar. The next example, yes, yo. So here we raise our tongue to hard palate, but not too close. It is called palatal. And the last example is right, roar. The tongue raises to hard palate, but not too close. It is called alveolar or post-alveolar. The last one is lateral. Lateral consonants are when the tongue blocks the middle of your mouth so that air has to pass around the sides. Example, la. Place the tip of the tongue at the alveolar ridge. La. It is called alveolar. That's it. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.